Oh. Has anyone seen a muton? Where did it go? Space muton? He was like, screw this, my planet needs me.
Set up some cover!
Shield going up!
Healing engaged.
Seriously, where did the mutant go?
Shielding.
We lost the drone! We're sitting ducks! Need orders! Lifting!
You are young. You pass from ignorance. Let me bring you to life.
Snag, get down!
Blob deployed!
Taking the high ground.
Turret there!
Turret in place.
Whoa! Area secure. Watching! Muton!
Another space mutant.
These ones have armor. Engaging mind control. Helper drone up. Throwing a blob.
Same one? Yeah, it might be. Does get the armor repaired every time though.
Alley-oop! Attack! Firing on your target! Focus on that target. Firing on your target! We need extra firepower. Gun deployed! I'm out! Wrong mind control! There go the shields! Almost got it! Shield orb, there!
Hey Retu, how's it going?
Lay down a mine! Shield up! Bring it down a notch. Weakening target, they've got armor! They're moving in! Shields are down! Hit it now! Look out our turret! Watch it!
Oops.
They're closing in on us! These things are armored. Moving to the high ground.
That's the last of them.
Come to me. I can show you the truth of your existence.
They should have been that
Doc,
scary
got
in
a way to
the
shut
other
that
XCOM as
voice
well.
up.
Voice? We aren't hearing anything. Perhaps it's Mosaic attempting to communicate with you somehow.
How would it be able to do that? And why me?
Interesting. But that question can wait until later.
Oh, schematic. Kinetic acceleration pack. I feel like we have gotten that already. Very bad Fallout Super Mutant vibes. Yeah, definitely. Mosaic core. Oh, here. Yeah, I think so too, Terry. I felt earlier the same that we already had gotten some of those. I'm waiting for the next update, Marauder.
What does that mean? What do you want with me?
It is not you that we require. It is the demon that controls you.
Start making sense.
The demon has been hiding on your world for ages, waiting, planning for the day it would reveal itself.
The case. At Groom Range. What was in the case?
With our arrival, it has awakened and chosen its prisoner. You. Reveal yourself, demon.
No!
Reveal yourself and be ours.
No! What are you?
I once was as you are, the prisoner of a demon. I rejected the beast and forced it to serve me, to serve my people, as I led them to a new world.
No, pal. You led them to my world.
True form of Bella, yeah.
Carter, what's your status?
Demon. I don't understand.
Kata, the Vin brace, did it work? Have you captured Origin?
Origin's not important anymore.
Not important? What are you talking about, Carter?
Let him burn. He's not what we thought. Something else is powering Mosaic. I'm grabbing that.
The human.
It is a Ghostbuster.
Carter, run! My arm! It feels like it's gonna tear itself off!
The prisoner. Capture the prisoner.
Barnes, now!
Roger. Got a lock on your location.
He later becomes the Emperor in the Star Wars. Yeah, I guess so. Stole your red herald, sir.
Origin is dead. To say this victory comes at the expense of massive
Sacrifice would be an understatement.
The strain is too much for him.
Hold on, Will. We're almost there.
But to say the war has been won would be a lie.
The dimensional gates have been closed.
All of them. Our enemy is confused, destabilized.
But he is still among us.
You all know what to do. Press the advantage. Defeat the remaining enemy forces. Reclaim our Earth.
This is our moment, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not waste it.
Good to see you awake, Carter. We were beginning to worry.
I'm not finished yet, Doc.
Good. Director Falk's been after me about your status. He needs you in the field. This war's not over yet.
Yay, level up.
Feeling like yourself again?
Something like that. Any idea what happened back there?
After you captured this creature, something went wrong. To be frank, I'm not sure what.
So what is it? We aren't about to fight a whole new alien race, are we?
We're still researching everything the Outsiders knew about it, but I gather it's unique, so I think we're safe from another war.
And it was powering Mosaic?
Yes. Now that you've removed it and blown Origin to pieces, their Mosaic communications appear to be little more than echoes.
So what are we gonna use this thing for?
I'm working on that part. Still, amazing creature, isn't it, Carter? Just look at it.
I'm more concerned with how we can use it than how it looks.
Yes, of course. Clearly this entity played a vital role in the enemy's power structure.
Right. So what do you know about it so far?
Near as I can tell, it's a being composed of energy, entirely lacking a solid physical form.
How is that even possible?
I've no idea. It's nothing like any Earth creature, or like any outsider we've encountered so far. The Outsiders were calling it an ethereal. It hasn't yet told me what it calls itself.
You're able to communicate with it?
No, nothing yet. But all creatures communicate. I just have to figure out this one's methods.
Now that we've got the Outsiders on the ropes, what do you think we should do with them after they've surrendered?
That's an unexpectedly hopeful attitude, William. Since we can't be sure they will surrender, we may simply end up with tens of thousands of corpses.
But if we don't?
Well, who can say, really? If they're all truly free from Mosaic's
pretty much how
influence,
Duncan.
perhaps some can be integrated into society. I do look forward to finding out.
Got any theories on why I blacked out? This creature to blame for it?
Theories? Oh, I'm bursting with theories, Agent Carter. Let me share the one foremost in my mind.
Just give me the short version, if you don't mind.
It's possible this creature, the ethereal, is the first thing that's ever pushed the Ben Brace to its limits.
So whatever it is, it's much more complex than anything we've faced before.
The entire core of Mosaic was dedicated simply to containing and harnessing this creature's power. I haven't seen anything else in the Outsider technology that rivals it.
Wonder where they came up with that then.
Indeed. It raises new questions about their Mosaic network.
All right, Doc, I gotta go. I'm not done fighting this war.
Certainly. And we've got no shortage of new questions to contemplate.
Well, you let me know when you got some answers.
Hello, Sir Ethereal. Any new tests to try out here? Guess not. It's pretty cool, Ethereal. I guess that's Ethereal that managed to ascend. Oh, hello. Sir, calm down. The table has done nothing wrong to you. See what this guy says. Hello.
You live?
And Origin is dead.
Then my kind are free. And yet, still doomed.
Now that they aren't being controlled by Origin, maybe you can get them to surrender. If that happens, we can help them.
You would allow us to coexist on your world?
I can't promise anything. People won't forgive or forget anytime soon, but surrendering would be a good first step.
Without a promise of a new home, we cannot risk surrender. We are at an impasse.
That's a damn shame.
But if there is anything I can do to reach an agreement, I will try.
Origin is dead. Mosaic is shut down and the gates to your world are closed. Why haven't your people surrendered yet?
No, Mosaic is not destroyed. You may have destroyed its source, crippled it, but the echoes remain. Even disconnected, I can feel them.
Crippled or not, your people have no leadership or reinforcements. What can we do to get them to surrender?
Hundreds of your years spent chasing a single desperate goal cannot be erased instantly. Mosaic leaves its scars on the mind, and we will not stop fighting until we have a new world to call home.
If they won't stop fighting, neither will we.
Then there is no solution.
How will destroying the Mosaic network affect our people who have been infected? The Sleepwalkers.
Mosaic will no longer command them. You can take comfort in that. But I cannot offer you a cure.
That's unfortunate. If you had a cure, it might be easier for my people to accept a surrender.
And I would make such an offer. But we never concerned ourselves with creating a cure. Why would we?
You've been cooperative, for the most part. So what do we do with you?
I have never decided my own fate. It was always determined by others. Origin, Axis, a legion of commanders.
Would you be willing to help us see a peaceful end to the war?
If a home can be found for my people, then I will do what I can.
You're a good man. Wait, what's your actual name?
My kind do not have names. We are referred to merely by position. I am a Drésofer, or Hidden Watcher in your language.
Help us end the war peacefully, and you'll all be free to choose your own names. You sit tight. We might need your help if the war doesn't end soon.
I fear it will not.
I like this guy. Like I said yesterday as well. I really like addition of him into the game. Let's see. Have you anything to say?
Have you had a chance to examine the new specimen?
Nein, leave it to the others. I am too busy reviewing the Avengers' thrust output.
But aren't you the slightest bit interested?
Nein, I have had quite enough of these new creatures. And I have no interest in keeping them in cages.
Heard you brought us a new visitor, Carter.
Avengers. It's the plane.
Reminder, individuals encountered in the field cannot be trusted despite valid credentials. Enemy
Looks like the
lookalikes
Avenger
cannot
made it
be
through in one
detected
piece.
without screening. As always, remain vigilant at all times.
Good to see you feeling better, Carter. You were looking pretty bad on the trip back.
I'm just glad to be back home.
And here I thought it was just my flying.
We couldn't have done it without you, Barnes. Good work.
Just proud to be part of the team. And it's a big team. When life gets back to normal, they're gonna give out a truckload of medals.
I guess so. Look, plus he's more a technology guy than a biology guy. I think he's designing Elerium nuclear bombs, not dissecting aliens. Very more about dissecting.
Unconditional surrender from any outsiders, but are to
Guess
follow
we
their
won't
own
be stuck down here
initiative
for
if there
much
is reason
longer,
to
huh?
doubt the outsiders' intentions.
We could go topside when we needed to.
Yeah, that's not the same.
Dutiful as always, Chelsky.
You heard the director. There'll be time to relax when the war is over.
That doesn't mean you need to keep running yourself ragged. You need to relax every once in a while.
Says the man who won't take a day off to rest after killing Origin.
Yeah, but I'm a hero.
I think we've all earned that title by now, Agent Carter.
How's the campaign of misinformation going these days?
Sufficiently well.
What's that mean?
Well, so far I've had to cover up the destruction of a university, a town, and the biggest tourist trap in Colorado, to say nothing of all the captured sleepwalkers I've had to falsify records for. So the fact that you haven't yet seen any of that on national TV is good enough for me.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You wouldn't be here if you weren't the best of the best.
Thank you, sir.
Now that they've lost Mosaic, how are
They're
the
out to dinner.
outsiders responding?
Yeah.
Mixed results, as
I
you'd
think this is the
expect.
romance part
Some
of
have
this
gone berserk,
Mass
some have
Effect
gone
clone.
catatonic.
Have any surrendered?
There have been a few across the country. To be on the safe side,
And,
we're shipping them all off to Alcatraz.
Weaver is the other one.
Everyone else thinks the war's all but over. What do you think?
And I guess
think I'll
they're
stay until we're
pilot
certain.
as well. If you want to go.
I'll let you get
Swing
back to
other
your
ways.
duties then.
Until the director says it's all over, I'll be here.
Hey, there's a photo.
Reminder.
Is that Obama?
All returning field agents are to file written or oral reports with a lab technician immediately upon return.
Hello.
What's your status, Carter? You fit for duty?
A little groggy, but I feel fine. Get me back out there and let's finish this.
Good. Bring up the map. There's plenty to be done.
That doesn't look like a good situation there.
How long since they went into the gate?
At least 45. Wait, I'm getting a transmission.
They're alive? What are they saying?
It's... Yes! Mission successful. All accounted for and returning.
They did it! They really did it!
Hangar crew, prepare for returning Avenger. Medical staff too. They have non-critical wounded. And some sort of captive, it sounds like. Well, to your stations, everyone.
Yeah! I can't believe they did it!
Never doubted them.
Agent
Whoever
Newcomer.
I'll deny it to the death.
Secret safe with me. So,
That sounds like a
plans for after the war?
cannon fodder.
Still too soon to plan anything like that.
Maybe, but I know you, Chelsky. You're the one who always has a plan.
Well, Nah, it's too crazy.
Hey, we just survived an alien attack. It's a crazy time.
It's just... I heard my old town is rebuilding, and they're gonna need a new mayor to coordinate things.
You're gonna run for mayor.
You don't have to laugh.
No, I think you'd be great at it, Chelsky. You, want any help?
Maybe. Let's end this war first.
Hey you. Any new info? No? Not even telling to me? How about you?
You had us worried back there, Carter. What happened to you?
The physical pain was intense, but the worst part was I couldn't think straight. Couldn't remember my own name or what the hell I was doing. I still only remember pieces of what happened.
Well, it's good to see you on your feet again. I assume you're fit for duty?
Yes, sir. And eager to get back out
Yeah,
there.
Especially now that we've got a real fighting chance.
So we killed their leader, shut down their network, and closed their gates. What are we seeing in the field?
Cleanup forces report a marked difference in enemy behaviors out in the field. Some are fleeing, some are going berserk, but most are just confused.
Is it enough?
One of our teams just went back to Rosemont, Georgia, and completely routed the enemy. That marks the first time we've successfully driven the outsiders from an entrenched location. And it won't be the last.
Yeah, but town by town, this war could take months.
Maybe even years. But the end is in sight.
I hope the scientists got something useful from our little trip to the outsider homeworld. I don't expect us to be going back anytime soon.
You mean other than the ethereal creature you captured? Dr. Weir's been analyzing how Mosaic functions. A shame it was destroyed. It would have been a useful tool.
No thanks, Falk. I like to do my own thinking.
Regulated by the right individuals, Mosaic could have been a boon to humanity. Imagine all peoples of the world connected.
I'm sure Stalin would have agreed with you.
Any leader would. Mosaic is a tool. What matters is how you use it.
Yeah, being connected to every human in the world is surely gonna work well. Just look at the internet.
Enough talk. Let's send these bastards packing.
That's what I like to hear.
Warning. The sleepwalker infection is now known to be spread through
The outsiders are cut off and confused.
Operatives and survivors are encouraged to use only trusted sources, such as select rainwater.
Finishing him off should be a snap.
Well, glad to see you back on your feet.
Yeah, well, I feel like I stuck my finger in a wall socket.
Just be glad you survived. It's more than we can say for some.
Like De Silva, and Nils,
And my brother. And so many others.
But it's over. We can make it. And that's only because of the sacrifices of everyone we've lost.
I know. But that won't bring them back.
Tension troll takes over. Yeah.
I'm still trying to figure out what happened at the end.
The whole complex was centered on that thing. Weir says they called it an ethereal. When you captured it, their systems started losing power.
And now it's in the lab, where the eggheads can poke at it all day.
Whatever it is, it was connected to their Mosaic network, just like Origin was.
When we were there, Origin said I was carrying a demon.
When you first came here, Falk said you were the best agent he'd ever seen, but you had your demons. Maybe Origin knew you better than you thought.
Can't exactly go back and ask for clarification, can we? Not after setting off that bomb.
Well worth the price, if you ask me.
Ghost in the Shell is really nice.
How long was I out?
Movie and
Are we
DVD,
seeing any results from
anime
the field
series.
yet?
It's only been a day and a half.
Actually, I haven't watched
the
both
results look
anime
good.
series.
I should damn well hope so.
Really watch them.
Troops are in disarray and retreating from some engagements. We haven't even seen a UFO report in a few hours.
That's a good start.
Most importantly, the gates are all closed. The enemy's cut off in our world, and we outnumber them.
Well, what do you know? We might just pull through after all. Assuming we can finish off the stragglers, what do you see happening afterwards?
For us, paperwork. Do you have any idea how many sleepwalkers we're going to have to account for? Hundreds. Thousands, possibly.
Disappearances and false obituaries
Comic
are
books is also
simple.
good.
We did them all
I have
the
actually
time
haven't
at the
seen that
CIA.
as well.
The hard part will be figuring out what to do with the outsiders who surrender.
Do you think they'll want anything to do with us after we've practically made them extinct?
We can expect some of them to defect. They were invading because their homeworld was dying. They won't want to go back.
We couldn't send them back anyway. The gates are all closed.
And Dr. Dresner might have some interesting ideas.
I get the feeling that the war may have been the easy part.
We're in the home stretch, Angie. Won't be long now.
Sure hope so. But even after that, nothing's going to be the same.
The outsiders were being controlled by Mosaic, and that's what was telling them to attack us, right? So what happens if they surrender?
I highly recommend checking it out, Bungie.
You see how many
It's
people
really
they
good.
killed? I don't care if they surrender. But they aren't morally at fault. You'd just be adding a genocide on top of everything else.
I don't think any of the survivors are gonna complain.
The original Ghost in the Shell movie is like the movie to watch if you ever watch any anime at all.
Warning. Enemy meteorites are considered to be highly radioactive. Field agents encountering alien seeds are to exercise extreme caution. Decontamination.
New equipment. Oh, what did Astamir get? Oh, new equipment. Ah, yeah. Ooh. There we go.
Return is critical and mandatory.
What do we have here? Space junk. Major operation, minor operation. Corrosive plasma pack. Ooh. More plasma damage. Recharge time of all abilities. That's also really cool. Health converter. Interesting. Let's get the plasma first. Can I actually do both of them at the same time? All of them at the same time. I can, but yes, Bungie. Yeah, you are talking about the TV series Flame Racer. The TV series is the anime series is really good as well. Highly recommend checking that one as well. I'll be back in a second.